Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. There is a huge update coming to PS Plus this November, and I think we should look at it in a little more detail. To coincide with the release of the PS5, there will be 18 games free to play right away. You heard me right, 18. I thought we should quickly break them down so you know once and for all if you're going to make the jump to PS5 right away or wait a little while. Here's every game so far revealed in the PS Plus collection dropping on November 12th. Let's start with the games that have never appeared on PS Plus before, and the biggest game on the list is God of War, the 2018 Game of the Year, which in many people's eyes is the game of the generation. Playing as Kratos as he leaves Greek mythology behind to venture into the lands of Odin and Thor and Norse mythology. A blend of hack and slash action, reaction-based combat and puzzle solving along the way, but the story is another huge selling point as we discover secrets about the God of War and his family. This game has so many 10 out of 10 review scores, it will blow your puny mind. Another PlayStation exclusive is Days Gone, a zombie apocalypse game in which cannibalistic freakers are trying to eat you alive. Playing as Deacon, we survive the outbreak and move freely around the open world, thanks to our motorcycle. Due to many patches and updates, the game is in a far better place than it was when released in 2019, and come November, it's all yours. Persona 5 is yet another exclusive title on PS4. This is a role-playing game following the schedule of a Tokyo high school. Over the year, we discover some special powers. Persona games can be a bit daunting at first, as there is an element of dungeon crawling, digital novels, and even sim-like social scenarios. So maybe, if you're still thinking this isn't the game for you, when November arrives, you can try it without putting your money on the line. You'll be surprised how great this series is. Back in 2001 and 2005, two brilliant games released. These were Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. There was a third game planned, but it didn't see the light of day until 2016 and finished that trilogy. The Last Guardian has never appeared on PS Plus before, but in November, it will. So if you've ever wanted to play as a young boy with a half-bird dog thing following you around, your prayers are answered. There are more PlayStation exclusives and timed exclusives, but we had them on PS Plus before, so I'll quickly go over them now. Let's do the third-person action-adventure style games first. The Last of Us Remastered once again stays attached to PS Plus and the journey of Ellie and Joel through zombified America. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End finishes up the Nathan Drake storyline in epic fashion. Infamous Second Son was on PS Plus back in 2017 and gave us superpowers and an open world with a morality system which lets us be good or downright evil. I know which one you chose. The PS4 exclusives keep on coming. Bloodborne returns to PS Plus in November, which is everything but another game in the Souls series. You know the drill, these games are punishment. As you slowly venture forward, you will die, time and time again. These games are for the hardcore purists, which is why, 5 years later, I still haven't finished it. Wait, there's more exclusive games. Until Dawn will return to PS Plus as we play through an interactive horror story, perfect for the kids. No, it's certainly most not perfect for the kids. It is filled with anxiety and jump scares. It's great. If platforming is your jam, then note that Ratchet and Clank are coming back to PS Plus too. A perfect chance to be reacquainted before the new Rift Apart sequel drops. And the last PlayStation console exclusive is the return of Detroit Become Human, taking control of many synthetic humans as we choose our own adventure, to fight oppression or to run and hide. This is the game with multiple paths and endings with tons of replayability. We still have 7 more games to go through. 6 of them are brand new to PS Plus. Let's start with horror. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard takes the third-person game and shoves it in first person as we take on a new protagonist to find his lost wife. This game is filled with poop your pants moments, especially in the first 3 hours. And it's PSVR compatible too, which honestly is the scariest thing I've ever played in my life. If you prefer to brawl, then check out Mortal Kombat X. Notice that this isn't the latest game in the series, but still a highly accomplished fighter with stylized brutal action throughout. A great game to settle disputes at home. What about cooperative hunting? If you have never played a Monster Hunter game before, try Monster Hunter World. You and 3 other buddies prepare to track down, take down, or capture a legendary animal. We then use their body parts to create new armor sets and weapons, allowing the squad to take on the next tier of hunt. It's crazy addictive with the right people, and with regular crossover events like Ryu from Street Fighter popping up, there is content for months. There's an online first-person shooter included in the collection too, Battlefield 1, the World War I outing from 2016, packed with tons of game modes. But I have to be honest, not many people play this one online these days. It was released in 2016, remember? But the campaign is still eye-opening. Remember when Fallout games were great? Yeah, me too. Which brings me to Fallout 4, another open-world apocalypse filled with toxic creatures and tentative alliances. Fallout 4 is a classic of our time. Let's not let Fallout 76 ruin this moment. And we can't have a PS Plus collection without a Final Fantasy game, can we? Well, this time it's Final Fantasy 15, released in 2016. This iteration of the franchise includes the real-time battle system, which makes every encounter more impactful than the previous turn-based combat. Other than that, this is the role-playing game you know the franchise for, and this time, there's a flying car too. And finally, if anyone is still here, the last game is Batman Arkham Knight, the final part of the Arkham series, although we now know this timeline is continued in the upcoming Suicide Squad game. So right now is a good time to look for references to that game's continuity, using Batman's detective vision and the utterly brilliant Arkham fighting system too. So there we have it, 18 games completely free coming to PS Plus in November. It looks like there's something for everyone, and many returning games that people loved in the past. I'd love to know your thoughts, and if you've stayed this long, hit me with a dad joke please. I'll be watching. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. It's been a pleasure. See you next time.